Hello and welcome to another edition of Trotsky or Bust. It's November 6th. Monday, it's the day after another mass shooting in Texas, another day in paradise. Um, Person I want to talk to first and foremost today is about Representative Henry Cuellar of the 20th District of Texas. And what I did, I'm not good with computers, I'm sorry, but in the comments section, I put a link to a video which he did a few weeks ago on Tucker Carlson. Okay? Henry Cuellar, by the way, is a Democrat. Of course, he has an A+ rating with the National Rifle Association. So, first thing he does is he goes on Fox News after the Vegas shooting. He did the same thing yesterday. And it's not about guns. It's not about guns. There's a link in my comment section of his interview with Tucker Carlson. See if I can get another one. His interview yesterday on Fox News. This piece of turd, and that's all he is. And he's a Democrat. Remember that. If you think the Democrats are going to fight for you, this guy is all you need to know about Democrats is embodied in Henry Cuellar. He has a A+ rating from National Rifle Association. And guess 28th District, Sutherland Springs, Texas. Guess who's their congressman? Someone who tells us that guns had nothing to do with it. Oh, because, if you go to states where they have stricter gun control, well, what if you go to Canada? What if you go to Japan or England or France or Germany or any other country where you can't just bring guns across the borders the way you can across state lines in the United States, right? These people are enemies of America. The National Rifle Association is a terrorist organization. It has to be treated like that. Henry Cuellar is a representative because he takes their money. Okay, he takes their money and he does their bidding. There are 4 other Democrats in the House, by the way. Sanford Bishop of Georgia, Colin Peterson of Minnesota, Tim Walz, also of Minnesota, and Tammy Ducksworth. Tammy Ducksworth. Remember the war hero? She lost both her legs, or parts of her legs, both of her legs were amputated, parts of them were. She fought for us in Iraq, and now she's fighting against us in Congress. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you for your service. All right? This is a disgrace. There's nothing good to say about this. This is going to happen again. I'm sorry, it will. A few more weeks, we'll have another shooting, and we don't know what to do. We don't know what to do. In fact, Henry Cuellar yesterday on Fox News says, "Oh, all these people are calling for gun control." Well, who's calling for gun control? The Democrats? None of them. Not even Bernie. Bernie is afraid because he's from Vermont. God damn it. How many people need to die? And this is just, we're talking about mass shootings. I mean, every day people are shot in a city, and, those are just black people, so who cares, This is a disgrace. It's not going to end. It's not going to end as long as you vote Democrat. We need to get rid of guns. And now, we just have to go all the way. We have to just get rid of. The Second Amendment reads that, you have rights to own gun for the purpose of militia. My interpretation of that, the militia means the National Guard. That's the militia. And that's it. That's it. You know what? Don't even have guns for hunting. We have to take these people on and treat them like the terrorists they are. And that's all they are. All they are is terrorists. Sorry, but this is, I grew up in Canada, so this is near and dear to me. You have hunters in Canada. You don't have these lunatics because you don't have these assault weapons that are made for the military on the streets. All right? And as long as we have people like Henry Cuellar, who are Democrats, who call themselves Democrats, you're always going to have this. All right? He takes money from the NRA and he fights for the NRA. As long with the other 4, Sanford Bishop, Georgia, Colin Peterson, Tim Walz, Minnesota, and Tammy Ducksworth. That's it about that. Real quick, I want to talk a little bit about Russia and why, another theory of mine, why there's so much emphasis on Russia. It's the internet. It's shows like this. It's you going online, and they want to shut us down. Okay, they know they control the media, meaning the television media. It's all under their control. That's why you don't ever hear the truth from them. And they're worried about us. They're worried that there's another voice out there, and more people are listening to it. Young people Why do you think young people aren't voting Democrat or Republican? Why do you think they're voting third party? Because they're not being brainwashed by the corporate media. That's why. There's other opinions online. They want to blame Russia. $100,000. Wow, wow. They spent $100,000 on Facebook. So let's crack down, on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube. This is where this whole Russia thing is going. That's why it's so important to them. It's the Democrats saying, and unfortunately, a lot of these companies are supporting Democrats. And this is what they want to do. They want to crack down on it. So that's another opinion on Russia. And finally, remind you, tomorrow is the Virginia election. Do not vote for Ralph Northam. If you live in Virginia, don't. This guy, he voted for George W. Bush twice. That means after '04, after we knew there were no weapons of mass destruction, after we knew the Iraq War was just a big lie, he still votes for George W. Bush, and he's the Democrat. This is the Democrats. Unfortunately, there's no Green Party. There's a Libertarian. Just vote for Ed Gillespie. Let the Republicans win this. I'd much rather have a Republican with an R after their name than a Republican with a D after the name. Don't vote for these people. Democrats are not going to represent you. And that's it. Please tell me what you think. Put a comment. I'm going to put a comment, as I told you, about the interviews of Henry Cuellar. Also, click whether you like it, dislike it, what you think. Please subscribe. I need subscribers, and click that bell so you can get more videos if you like what you're seeing. If not, then don't do it. But I'd really love to hear from you, your opinion. Thank you. Trotsky out, and peace be on you. Upon you.